I believe, because I don't even know if that kid touched the ball. Their coach subbed him out. His father came to me afterwards upset. Upset at his son, upset at the coach because the coach didn't make an adjustment. And when I was just sitting there just laughing, but proud, because what you did is not the fun job. It's not the, oh, you get the score and all that stuff. That's one of the hardest jobs. And that's a Defensive Player of the Year.
That's right, yeah.
We appreciate you. Thank you, Dino. I'm excited about this next year. I'm excited about the stuff I can teach you in defense to make you an even better defensive player. Okay, as we end out the night on time, I told you 6 to 8. We're getting out of here. The final award is our MVP award. And you saw the freshmen and the JV players, they got their MVP award. But the MVP award is the most valuable player on your team. This player is somebody who sits at the core of your production. They're a leader. They are a voice when you don't want to hear the voice. They not only challenge you, but they get out on the court and they produce. And it's very hard being the most valuable player because the pressure is on you every single night. You have to be that guy. Whether you're having a bad night, you still have to be that guy. And that's a hard thing to do. Like, coach, I can't make a jump shot at all. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but you got to be that guy. So that means you got to go play some defense. You got to sacrifice your body. You got to go to the hole and make layups, free throws, whatever it is. That's what you have to do. And this person has to be the type of person that represents the program academically. They have to represent the program in their character. They have to represent the program through their stats. This person is also usually the leading scorer. In our case, that person is the leading scorer as well. And this young man, I spoke a little bit about him earlier. He is a very interesting young man who thinks different than most kids his age. He expressed something to me at the beginning of the season that, I have a hard time communicating with people and getting people to listen to me or understand my point. And so I said, I'm going to make you the captain. And he was like, what? Why would you do that? Well, in life, you're going to have to communicate with some people who really don't want to listen to you. In life, you're going to have to be a leader in some situations. And because we're not just here for basketball, we're here to develop young men, I told that young man, you're going to be the captain. You're going to lead these young guys. You're going to talk to them every single day. You're going to take them in that locker room before I get in here, and you're going to have some kind of speech. But what do I say? I don't know. I'm not going to tell you. But you need to figure it out. So you got to do the research on what it means to be a leader, what it means to be the most valuable player, what it means to be the captain of your team. I was the captain. When we lost, my coach would pull me into his classroom after school and blame me. And I'd be like, you're the coach. But he was trying to get me to understand that, yeah, I'm the coach. But there's still some space between coach and the players' relationship. They are their own fraternity. And I tell them all the time, you guys make the decision. And this young man, I let him gather his soldiers, and I say, hey, these are your options. You guys figure it out. You make the decision. He'll come back to me, and he speaks. And from the beginning, compared to where he's at now, he still tells me they don't listen to him, but he doesn't realize that they are listening to him, But I'm proud. I'm so proud of this kid. He works so hard. He is very meticulous and extremely serious about not just being a good person, but about being the best basketball player. And this past Saturday, he had a rough shooting game at our little spring league. And the first thing, coach, what can I do to get better? What's going on? Why am I missing? And I said, well, we've been lifting weights. You've never lifted weights. You did that, this and that. And so now you just got to work harder. So I brought out my nephews who are in college, and we did some running on the field the other day. And this young man, I challenged him to beat these college basketball players in basically a foot race. And he did, he went hard. And I made them probably run like 2,000 yards. They were just running, and they're about to throw up, and they're just, oh, I ate bad today, and this and that, and they're complaining. And I said, Nick, beat them. Beat them. They might be taller, that doesn't mean anything. Beat them. And he didn't get it at first because they were beating him initially in just the distance. But after a while, they ran out of gas. They ran out of fight. They ran out of heart. And this kid, the most valuable player, is somebody who has a ton of heart. And he beat them. And they were laying down along with Vince. And this kid, this young man, still had it. And I said, you won. You beat him. It wasn't about the short race. It was the long race, the marathon. And in the end, that kid, this young man, words can't begin to express what I think of Mr. Nick Jordan. So I want to award you the MVP of Colton High School Boys Varsity Basketball Team of 2018 and 2019. And you just have no idea how much we appreciate your hard work and the level and the standard that you set for basketball here. From this point on, not only will you be a standard, but with these young men along with you, your players, your team. And if I can have the whole team come up here and stand around you. Coach. Face your family. Face your family. All right.